Then I went again.
Well, he said
Spiritual
the
dimension.
How precious and how
I'm important to the world.
if you have a family.
Everyone else was astonished.
Dr. David Lukin's father, Dr. Abraham Lukins, was a world-renowned Jewish Orthodox psychologist who had a close relationship with both the previous Rebbe and the Rebbe.
In 1965, my father was sitting at his desk in State University of Albany, and the phone rang. It was Rabbi Chadakov. The Rebbe wants to speak to you. That didn't happen often, very rarely. And the Rebbe got on the phone. The Rebbe said, before you go to Moscow, Dr. Lukins, please come see me. So first of all, my father said, I'm not going to Moscow. My father hated to travel. He didn't like to get on an airplane. He was extremely reluctant to travel anywhere. And he certainly wasn't going to go to Moscow, of all places. 20 minutes later, the phone rings as Governor Nelson Rockefeller of New York. Congratulations, Dr. Lukins. We are so proud that you, a professor in State University of New York, have been selected to head the American delegation to the World Psychology Convention. The White House is announcing your selection in about an hour down in Washington. As governor, I want to be the first one to congratulate you. My father says you're the second one. Okay, so my father goes to Crown Heights. And I was a freshman at college. I came with him. And we had a very, very, very nice yechidus, and a marvelous yechidus. And I had to schlep a very heavy. The Rebbe said, "I'm glad you're here," he said, because you're going to help your father with this suitcase. And we schlepped back a suitcase. I remember we stayed at Rabbi Brickman's house. We schlepped back a suitcase that had in it 14 pairs of tefillin. The Rebbe said, go to shul every day in Moscow, in shul. I gave him the address, and leave one pair of tefillin there. So I, of course, being a wise guy, say, 2 days are Shabbos. He's there for 2 weeks. The Rebbe says, there's 2 pairs of Rebbeinu Tau tefillin. So my father left 14 pairs of tefillin in Moscow. He was heading an official American delegation. No one checked his bags. His second or third day there, he meets one of the top psychologists at Moscow University. The man says, let's go out for dinner. Father says, okay, figures I'll have a salad. They walk in. The man whispers to him, everything is kosher. This man was a Chabadsker underground in Moscow. And that's where the Rebbe, presumably, the Russians had requested my father. I can only assume that the Rebbe had given this fellow my father's name.